Hello and welcome back to Learn Penang Hokkien. My name is Timothy and you're watching a series of videos created to help you learn the Hokkien dialect as used in Penang and the northern part of West Malaysia. We are now in lesson 16, the lesson on adjectives. Yeah, we are in lesson 16 and I'm sorry that I have not been able to create a lesson in English recently because I have started also a new playlist for videos in Bahasa Melayu as well as in Penang Hokkien itself. Yes, we want people to learn Penang Hokkien whether you are more comfortable to use English or Bahasa Melayu or Penang Hokkien to learn how to write in Penang Hokkien. So I have been so busy creating new videos in Malay as well as in Hokkien that I only now have the time to create another video in English. But not to worry, I plan to create some more videos as soon as I have the time and I will try to upload them whenever is possible. If this is the first time you have visited Learn Penang Hokkien YouTube channel, I want to bid you a very warm welcome and I would encourage you to start from the first video. Look for the first video which says introduction. Look for the first video that says introduction because that's where we start our lesson, and in each lesson I will teach you a different grammatical aspect of Penang Hokkien. So it is quite necessary for you to start there and to build up your knowledge from there. At any point in time, you can use the Penang Hokkien dictionary that we have up on the web. Yeah, our dictionary is on the web and is completely free of charge. Not only that, it has audio, so you can click on each word and listen to how it is pronounced. This dictionary is available with the English edition where the interface is in English, as well as in the Bahasa Melayu edition where the interface is in Malay, and the Mandarin edition where the interface is in Mandarin. So we have three ways for you to access the dictionary. This is the link to the English edition. This is the link to the Bahasa Melayu edition, and this is the link to the Mandarin edition. And when I come back, I will start my lesson on adjectives. Adjectives is a very broad lesson, so I'm splitting it into different parts. On the first part, I will show you adjectives as they appear at the end of sentences. In the second part, we look at adjectives as in front of the noun. In front of the noun. When you see it, you understand what I mean. In the third one, we'll see adjectives used with the possessive particle a. Okay? The adjective with the possessive particle a. And in the fourth part, we will see adjectives used with classifiers. Okay, so there are different four parts. I'm happy to tell you that today there's no exercises. So it's only all pure lessons because it's such a long lesson. And when I come back, I'll be starting the lesson. So I'll see you very soon. Hello and welcome back to Learn Penang Hokkien, lesson 16, the lesson on adjectives. Before I start this lesson, I need to do a quick recap of Tone Sunday, where I mentioned in Tone Sunday, there's the citation form and the Sunday form. If you open the dictionary and you pick a word out from the dictionary, that word is in the citation form. Citation form means the tone is as it is from the dictionary. However, when you use that word in a sentence and you place other syllables or words behind it, quite often that word changes its tone. When I say it changes its tone, I mean the final syllable of that word changes its tone. So when the final syllable of the word changes its tone, that changed tone word is said to be in the Sunday form. The Sunday form. So, in the first part of this lesson on adjectives, we look at how adjectives appear at the end of sentences. And you would know that if it's at the end of sentences, that adjective will be in the citation form. That means its appearance is exactly the same as when you pick it straight out from the dictionary. For example, let me see the word sin. Sin means new. Sin means new. So, you can say, your car is new. Lu e chia sin. Lu e chia sin. You will see that the word is still sin. It has not changed its appearance. It is still in the citation form. That is to say, exactly as the form as it appeared in the dictionary. Sin. We will see in the second part of the lesson where the word changes from the citation form into the sandhi form. But now in part 1, it's all in the citation form, and to be in the citation form, it has to be the final word of the sentence. Another example, the sky is blue today. The sky is blue today. In Penang Hokkien, Kinh Jit Thiên Jin Lam. Kinh Jit Thiên Jin Lam. And here I want to point out the penchant to use the word Jin. Jin means very. Yes, in Penang Hokkien as well as in Mandarin and other Chinese languages, we often insert the word Jin or Jin in there to mean very, even though it is not entirely necessary to say very. If you translate this sentence back into English, it says, today the sky is blue. But in Penang Hokkien, we say, Kinh Jit Thiên Jin Lam. It is almost literally, today the sky is very blue. To say the sentence without the word very sounds a bit awkward in Penang Hokkien. Kinh Jit Thiên Lam, yes, it's possible. In Penang Hokkien, it's possible, but perhaps in other Chinese languages, it might sound odd. But in Penang Hokkien, it's possible to say, Kinh Jit Thiên Lam, today the sky is blue. But quite often we say, Kinh Jit Thiên Jin Lam. Okay? So, lam is the word here that is in the citation form and is the adjective. Lam means blue, and blue is an adjective and is at the end of the sentence. Therefore, it is in the citation form. Okay? It has not changed its form yet. It's in the citation form. Công ta is very tall. Công ta Jin Guan. Công ta Jin Guan. You will also notice that in sentences like this, where the adjective is at the end of the sentence, we do not translate is. Công ta is very tall. So is missing in the translation. It is simply Công ta Jin Guan. 3 words. From the original English 4 words, one has dropped out, so it is 3 words long. So Công ta Jin Guan, 3 words long. The is, are is not translated. We just skip over, but we add in very, which is Jin or Jin. Jin is the citation form. Jin is the sandhi form of the word. So, Công ta Jin Guan, although the word Guan does not sandhi, it is still in the citation form. The word Jin has sandhied to Jin. Okay, so the word Jin is the sandhi form of Jin. So, Công ta Jin Guan. My grandfather is very old. My grandfather is very old. Wa e con Jin Lao. Wa e con Jin Lao. In this case, the word here, the adjective is Lao. Lao has tone 3 to it, meaning that this word will not sandhi regardless where you place it. So in this part, it is at the end of a sentence, so for sure it will not Sunday, but in other parts of our lesson later, it will appear elsewhere, and even there, it does not Sunday. Why? Because it's a tone 3 words. If a word has tone 3 as its final syllable, or in this case, the word lao is only one syllable, then and that syllable is 3, then it does not Sunday. It does not change its tone. And I believe, well, it's worth repeating also the rule of tone Sunday, where if you forgot, there are 4 tones altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4. They are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4. Tones 1 and 2 will Sunday to tone 3. Tones 3 and 4 will Sunday to tone 1. And tone 3 does not Sunday. Okay, so 1 and 2 Sundays to tone 3. Tones 3 and 4 in the citation form will Sunday to tone 1. And tone 3 in the citation form Sundays to tone 3 in the Sunday form. So tone 3 in the citation form will Sunday to tone 3 in the Sunday form. So before it changes, it's called in the citation form. That is to say, the form that you extract directly from the dictionary. When it has undergone tone change, it is said to be in the Sunday form. And so that concludes this first part of our lesson on adjectives. When I come back, I will show you where the adjective will have to be Sunday because they are now placed in front of the noun. So I'll be seeing you very, very shortly. Hello and welcome back to Learn Penang Hokkien Lesson 16, the lesson on adjectives. We have just completed the first part where I show you adjectives appearing at the end of sentences, and at the end of sentences, the adjectives appear in the citation form. That is to say, the form that you extract directly from the dictionary. And now in the second part, we look at adjectives appearing in front of another word. And that is the word that they will modify. So when an adjective appears in front of the word and modifies the word, that adjective itself undergoes tone Sunday. That is to say, it's no longer in the citation form, it changes into the Sunday form. The first one is new car. Earlier, we learned my car is new. My car is new is why is chia jin sin. The other way is my new car. If you want to say my new car, it would be why a sin chia. Look at sin carefully. It has changed from sin to sin. The tone that was originally tone 1 has changed to tone 3. So it's no longer why a sin chia wrong. That's wrong. No, don't say why a sin chia. You have to say why a sin chia. Why a sin chia. So sin chia, the word sin changes because there is another word, particularly a noun, for it to modify. And that noun is behind it. It appears immediately after it. So the word chia is the noun here. So sin chia, new car. So new in front of the word car, the word new in Penang Hokkien will Sunday from the citation form into the Sunday form. If the word new is behind, such as my car is new, then the word new remains in the citation form, why chia jin sin. Another example is tit is straight, law is road. So straight road is tit law, tit law. So tit has changed to tit in tit law, straight road. The next one, lao is building, guan is tall. So tall building, we say guan lao, guan lao. Guan has changed to guan. And I will just quickly repeat again. You say tone 2 has changed to tone 3. Quan, which was originally tone 2 in the citation form, has changed to Quan, which is tone 3 in the Sandhi form. Why? As I repeat, tones 1 and 2 will change to tone 3. So tone 2 in this case is Quan, has changed to tone 3, Quan. And tones 3 and 4 will change to tone 1. I'll give you an example of tone 3. Tone 3, for example, Chao. Chao is bad or smelly. Chao is bad or smelly. Lang is person or guy or man. So Chao Lang means bad guy. So if you see a movie and you see the villain is the Chao Lang. Chao Lang means the bad guy. The bad guy, Chao Lang. The word bad is Chao. It is originally tone 3. But when you put the noun Lang behind it, it sounds to tone 1. So no longer Chao. It is now Chao. So it's now Chao Lang. Chao Lang, not Chao Lang. Don't say Chao Lang. You have to say Chao Lang. Tao Fu or tofu. Chao Tofu is thinking tofu that is very popular in Taiwan. Chao Tofu. Chao Tofu. Chao has sanded into Chao. So Chao Tofu, not Chao Tofu. Don't say Chao Tofu. You have to change its tone from the citation form Chao into the Sandhi form, which is Chao. Other examples. Now let's do tone 4. Tone 4. An example in tone 4 would be song. Song means nice or enjoyable. Song means to enjoy something or nice. That's an adjective. Cheng is to wear. Cheng is to wear. So song cheng. Song cheng means nice to wear, enjoyable to wear. For example, why is song cheng? My shirt is nice to wear. Why is song cheng? Song, which was originally tone 4 in the citation form, it has sounded from song to song. So it becomes song cheng. Song cheng. The same also. Kwa is to look. Song kwa. Good to look at. Looking good. Lu song kwa. Your shirt is good to look at. Lu song kwa. Kwa is to look. Song kwa is good to look at. So some more examples such as is dark. Is dark. Pang is room. Pang is dark room. Pang, dark room. Is tone 3 in the citation form, has sounded into which is tone 1. I repeat once again. Tone 1 and 2 sounds to tone 3. Tones 3 and 4 sounds back to tone 1. Okay, so in this case, this is a word in the citation form. Is in tone 3. Tone 3. When you put the word behind it, it sounds back to tone 1, which is So becomes in pang, and kang is a hole. So kang is a tunnel. Kang is tunnel. So it's the same. You put the word kang behind the word it becomes So kang. Another word, ho. Ho is good. Jia is to eat. So when you put the adjective ho in front of another word, it becomes ho. No longer ho, which is tone 4. It becomes ho, which is tone 1. Ho, which is in tone 1. So delicious is ho jia. Ho jia. Ho jia is delicious. Ho kwa, good to look at. Good to look at is ho kwa. Ho kwa. Ho kwa. Ho jia. Song kwa. Song jia. So this is how you use the word. Remember, every time the word is placed in front of another word, you need to sandhi it, with the exception of tone 3 words. If you see the word is tone 3, then the tone stays the same. Xiao is crazy. Xiao is crazy. Xiao Lang is crazy person. Xiao Lang, Xiao, tone 4, has changed to tone 1. Xiao Lang, Xiao Zha Bo, crazy woman. Crazy woman, Xiao Zha Bo. Xiao Da Bo, crazy man. So this is how you use it. Xiao has becomes Xiao. If you put it behind, then it will be in the citation form. For example, 这个人真笑. 这个人真笑. This guy is very crazy. This guy is very crazy. 这个人真笑. 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 笑 behind there is in the citation form. And so that concludes this part of the lesson on adjectives, where the adjective appears in front of another word. When I come back very shortly, we will look at adjectives used in conjunction with the possessive particle. Okay? And I'll be right back on that. Hello and welcome back to Learn Penang Hokkien, Lesson 16, the lesson on adjectives. We are now in the second part. Is it the second part? 1, 2, we are in the third part. Sorry. We are in the third part of our lesson, where we look at adjectives used in the presence of the possessive particle, which is a. The possessive particle is the word a. So, we'll see the difference between just now, where there's no possessive particle, and now where we have the possessive particle. Let's start with what was just now. For example, xin chia. Xin chia is new car. And just now, I showed you that xin in the citation form has sanded into xin. Xin means new also, but because there's the presence of the word car behind it, it has sanded from xin to xin. So it's xin chia, not xin chia. And now we are going to insert a possessive particle into this phrase, and it becomes xin a chia. Xin a chia means a car that is new. Xin chia is new car. Xin a chia means a car that is new. Now, take a look at the word xin again. In the citation form, it's xin, S-I-N, 1. When you put it in the phrase xin chia, it sounds to xin. Tone 1 has changed to tone 3. But now, when you insert a possessive particle to it, it reverts back to xin. You say xin a chia. You say xin a chia, not xin a chia. So, when you put the possessive particle, it reverts back into the citation form. So, the word is only in the sandhi form when there is another word behind it in the absence of a possessive particle. But with a possessive particle in between the adjective and the word or the noun, that adjective is back in the citation form. Xin a chia, a car that is new. Otherwise, it would be xin chia. Xin chia is new car. Another example, xiao e lang, a person who is crazy. 这个是xiao e lang. This is a person who is crazy. So we will say xiao e lang as an alternative to xiao lang. So when you get familiar with using Penang Hokkien, you will eventually be able to decide when to use the possessive particle a and when not to use the possessive particle a. Not only that, some adjectives will take the possessive particle a, and some adjectives it's not possible for you to put in the possessive particle a. putting it in will make the phrase sound awkward. So those that are able to, you will see here like xiao e lang, a person who is crazy, is the alternative to xiao lang. So the word in the citation form for crazy is xiao, S-I-A-U, for. So in xiao lang, it has sounded to tone 1. So it's xiao lang. But in xiao e lang, it is back to the citation form, which is tone 4. Xiao e lang. Kinjit ti jin lam. Today the sky is very blue. The blue sky is lam ti or lam e ti. Lam e ti jin jua. Skies that are blue are very hot. Lam e ti jin jua. Skies that are blue are very hot. Lam e ti jin jua. Lam ti jin jua. Blue skies are very hot. Lam ti jin jua. So lam, which is blue, a color, in the citation form is lam2. When you put it in with another word behind it, it becomes lam. So it has changed into the Sandhi form, lam. Tone 2 changes to tone 3. But when you insert a possessive particle to it, it reverts back into the citation form, lam. Therefore, lam e ti, sky that is blue. Lam e ko, trousers that are blue. Lam e ko. Another example, tit a law, road that is straight. Road that is straight, tit a law. Tit law, straight road. So the word is tit becomes tit in tit law, but goes back to tit as in tit a law. Another example, ang e sa. Ang e sa, shirt that is red. Ang sa, red shirt. The citation form is ang. Ang is tone 2. Ang. It changes into tone 3 when you put a word behind it. Ang sa. But reverts back into tone 2 when you put possessive particle e. So, ang e sa. Gao is clever. Lang is person. Gao lang, a clever person. Or Gao e lang. Gao e lang. So, to recap, a word, an adjective can be in tone 1, tone 2, tone 3, tone 4, or tone 3-3. Tone 1 and tone 2 will sandhi to tone 3. Tone 3 and tone 4 will sandhi to tone 1 if you put another word, particularly a noun, behind it. Tone 3-3 does not sandhi at all, regardless what you do with it. For example, Lao is old. Lao lang is old man. Lao e lang, a man that is old. Still, in each instance, the word is Lao, Lao, Lao. And because it doesn't change at all, it is a tone 3-3 word. So a tone 3-3 word will not ever change. So it's easy to remember. Tone 3-3 word is unique in that it is the only one in the set that has 2 digits. So the one that has 2 digits does not change its tone. The rest of those that have 1 digit only, 1, 2, 3, and 4, all of them will have to modify themselves when they are inserted into the sentence. When it is in front of a word, if there's a word behind it, then tone 1 and tone 2 will sandhi to tone 3. Tone 3 and 4 will sandhi to tone 1. And if you insert a possessive particle in between the adjective and the noun or word behind it, then the adjective will revert back into the citation form, where it goes back to whether it's tone 1 or tone 2 or tone 3 or tone 4. And of course, tone 3-3 will remain the same regardless. So that's how it is for this part. When I come back, we'll look at the use of adjectives alongside classifiers. And so I'll be back in a very short while. See you. Hello and welcome back to Learn Penang Hokkien Lesson 16, the lesson on adjectives. And we are now at the final part of this lesson where we look at two very special adjectives that have to be used with classifiers. You have learned about classifiers before. Usually, classifiers are used with numbers. For example, house is chu. Two houses, no king chu. Two houses, no king chu. So king is the classifier for house. No king chu, two houses. However, if you want to say big house, the way to say it is tua king chu. Don't say tua chu like this, but say tua king chu. Tua king chu means a big house. So no king chu, tua king chu follows the same structure where you put the word tua followed by the classifier, and classifier is always hyphenated to the word in front of it. So tua king are hyphenated and then it follows with chu. Tua king chu. You can also insert the possessive particle to it as well, and it becomes tua king e chu. Tua king chu has changed to tua king e chu. Now, notice the classifier. The classifier is king. In the citation form is king, K-E-N-G, 1. If you put it as tua king chu, it has sanded into the sanded form, which is king, K-E-N-G, 3. Remember, tone 1 sandis to tone 3. So, tua king chu. However, when you insert the possessive particle to it, it reverts back into the citation form, so it's back to king. Tua king e chu. And similarly, if you use the word small, small is se. Se king chu, small house. Se king chu, small house. Or se king e chu. Se king e chu, a house that is small. Just now, tua king e chu, a house that is big. Tua king e chu jin kui. Big houses are expensive. Tua king e chu jin kui. Se king e chu bo kui. Se king e chu bo kui. Small houses are not expensive. Tua king e chu jin kui. Big houses are expensive. Se king e chu bo kui. Small houses are not expensive. So that is tua and se. Another example, sin, just now we learned is new. But another different word is also called sin. Sin means the figure or the size. So tua sin lang. Tua sin lang means a big size person. Tua sin lang. Here the word sin is used as a classifier. Tua sin lang. Another classifier for person is kian. Tua kian lang. Okay, tua sin lang, tua kian lang can be a giant. If you drop the classifier, then you get tua lang. Tua lang has a different meaning from tua sin lang. Tua sin lang means a big sized person such as a giant, whereas tua lang means grown up or adult. So if you say tua lang, it means grown up, whereas tua sin lang means a big sized person. So always, if it's tua meaning big and se meaning small, you use a classifier to it. Tua tiao lo means a big road. So we use the classifier tiao. Tiao, it sandis to tiao in between the tua and the word lo. Lo is road. So big road or major road is tua tiao lo. Alternatively, tua tiao e lo. So if you put a, then it is tua tiao. It is back in the citation form. Tua tiao e lo. Tua tiao e lo. Se tiao e lo. Small road, a road that is small. Se tiao e lo. sometimes you can have more than one adjective. For example, Did a xe diao lo. Did a xe diao lo. A small road that is straight. So, did a is straight. Did a xe diao lo. Did a xe diao lo. A small road that is straight. So, look at how it is structured. Did a, the adjective for being straight comes first, followed by the adjective for being the size, whether it's big or small. So, did a xe diao lo. You can of course say, did a xe diao a lo. Did a xe diao a lo. A road that is small, that is straight. Did a tua diao a lo. A big road that is straight. Did a tua diao a lo. So that concludes our lesson on adjectives. I hope you enjoy it, and if you do, please take a moment to give this video a like so that YouTube will show it to more people. We always would encourage more people to learn our language, Penang Hokkien, and we are very grateful that through YouTube we are able to share our language throughout the world and to teach anybody who wants to learn Penang Hokkien free of charge. At the same time, if you want to learn more lessons, please subscribe to the Learn Penang Hokkien YouTube channel and click the bell so that you will be notified every time I put up a new video. And once again, nowadays there will be videos in 3 types. There will be videos in English, videos in Bahasa Melayu or Malay, and videos in Penang Hokkien, so that you can choose whichever type of video that you are most comfortable in to learn Penang Hokkien. And so we have arrived at the end of this video. I will be seeing you soon in the next one. Until then, Kam Sia Lu Che Che.